Factz Media Global. We here. It's the midday mix up. 12 p.m. daily, Monday through Friday. Live on YouTube. Tune in to the FMG with the KOC. Alright, how was everybody weekend? What did we do this weekend? Me? I lended a hand. Helped my fellow brother out. In a situation, you know what I mean? What else? What else did I do? Oh yeah, try to take the family out. That was like a disaster. Never go out at 6 p.m. to go sit down in a restaurant unless you make reservations. I'm telling you right now. Make sure you make reservations ahead of time. I respect the reservation. Man, I respect it. What else we got? What else we got? Before we get into the topic, all right, March 12th. Today in history. All right, March 12th, 1899. Coca-Cola, everybody. A lot of Coca-Cola, especially the special one at McDonald's, where they got that twist. They got that. They hit you with that cinnamon twist. Coca-Cola is bottled and sold for the first time in Vicksburg, Mississippi, by local Soton. By local soda. I said Soton. By local soda fountain operator Joseph A. Biedenbarn. Joseph A. Biedenbarn. I don't know. Sounds Scottish or something. But yeah, that was this day in history in 1899. They start slinging that coke. That coca. In 1912, today in history, the Girls Guides, later renamed the Girl Scouts of the USA, was founded in the United States. So the Girl Scouts, they also celebrating national kind of day. Being the day was the day that they was founded. 1928 in California, the state Francis Dam fails. The flood kills 431 people in 1928 in California. Reminded me when I went past this, it reminded me a little bit of the Katrina situation. And then got 1930. Today in history, Mahatma Gandhi began the Salt March. Mahatma Gandhi, know anybody familiar with Mahatma Gandhi? He began the Salt March. Anybody know about the Salt March? Says here the Salt March was a 200-mile march to protest the British monopoly on salt in India. So, British monopoly. 1968. Now I want you to pay close attention to this story in history. In 1968, Mauritius achieves independence from the United Kingdom. I want you to go look that up, do your own research, check that out. 1968. It's spelled Mauritius. It's an island over in Africa. I know a little bit about it, but yeah, they was able to achieve their independence, and they became in in '93. Something else happened, took place, but you gotta do your own research. 2014. Now I remember this story: gas explosion in the New York City neighborhood of East Harlem kills 8 and injures 70 others. I'm pretty sure this had something to do with like a slum lord or something like that. I remember this. Remember this story. Well, today in history, March 12th. All right, we got deaths. Let's talk about some deaths. All right, we got Caesar Borgia. Caesar Borgia, 1507. He met his demise. Now, Caesar Borgia is the famous portrait that everybody got hanging up in their I mean, I'm not gonna say everybody, but the majority of American people has the picture of Caesar Borgia up on their wall in the house, uh, passing it off as sweet baby Jesus. Yeah, Caesar. George Westinghouse, 1914. George Westinghouse. Anybody familiar with George Westinghouse? If you not get familiar, no, you know the name. And last, for the deaths in history, is Robert Ludlum. Now, only the real niggas and the real women, or however you want to, gotta break it down to y'all level. We're gonna get up out of that, but only the real can relate about Robert Ludlum. He took me through many keep lock sentences, solitary, confined, it, locked, uh, let's say quarantines. Uh, I mean, you name it. You name it. The lengths that the powers that be will go to keep you confined in the kennel. All right, verse. You got Al Jarreau, March 12th, 1940. You know, everybody know Al Jarreau. Yeah, Al Jarreau. You want to know how old he is? Go check it out, do your research, but I ain't all in that man business. Marlon Jackson. We all know Marlon Jackson for the Jackson Fizzle. 1957. His birthday. Alright, we ran it down. Factz Media Global. It's a movement. don't know why I always gotta wheel up, bring it back, push rewind, man. Something ain't right. Alright, where do we go from here? Factz Media Global is a movement. Let's get into some global news. Let's get into some global news. Now, everybody knows what's going on over there in Yemen. Anybody following the stories in Yemen, you gotta understand everything is gonna come together. If you're not paying attention, I'm telling you, get familiar right now. Go ahead in that library, grab you some books, look at the news. You know, don't just look at the news like you're just a sponge. Look at the news with an open mind. Check out what's going on over there in Yemen and Djibouti. Djibouti, not Djibouti. Djibouti. Eastern Ghouta. Eastern Ghouta. They done release them prisoners over there, man. People, you know, they done release them prisoners. Go over and do your research, see what's going on. Colombia. Oh, man, I know y'all want it. Colombia. Anybody know what's going on over there in Colombia? I know you heard about the Factz. I know you heard about Factz. Is revolutionary. I'm not sure, but I know they revolutionary. It's a party. They've been in the mountains. They've been, you know, challenging the narrative over there in Colombia. They campaigning over there right now. They campaigning. Go check out the story. It's going down. I mean, it's just a whole lot of mixed emotions and mixed views right now in Colombia. Go check it out. The Factz Party campaign. Republic of Congo. Kids are starving over there, man. Kids are starving. No food to eat. Open your eyes. Open your eyes up. Let's go follow up on the story. Can't continue to walk around like zombies following this mainstream media. No, we can't do that. That stops now. Behind the Wall. Behind the Wall campaign has launched. Address in the description. I need y'all to push the address to all of your loved ones locked up behind bars. The lost and forgotten. It's time to leave the prison industrial complex holding the bag. These hedge funds, these wealth management agencies, these financial firms, it's time to leave them holding the bag. Why? Because they chose to make a profit off of somebody else's. I don't have to put it together. Put it together for yourself. So I need everybody to push that address to. The goal is to reach every prison in the United States, whether it's state, local, federal, you name it. Halfway house, inpatient, outpatient, rehab, you name it. It's all the same style of incarceration. It's all the same thing. It's just different names. You're locked up. So we need to touch base. And this is why we started Behind the Wall campaign. It's phase one. I need everybody to go in the description, get the address, and write a letter, JPay, email, however y'all do it. Just make sure you get the address to your peoples that's locked up. Make sure you let them know, hey, get yourself a stamp and an envelope. and request the information. Write to the address, stamp in an envelope. All you got to do is write and acknowledge your interest in the program and that you wish to join, and we will send you additional information, and the ball will begin to roll. This is phase one. I need everybody to support behind the wall. Don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you nothing. I already talked about the advantages. I already talked about the advantages of the program, right? All right, you already know you're going to have opportunity to have Christmas gifts, Christmas program, birthday, milestone events. You know, we competing with Angel Tree. We competing with all of those networks that always disappoint the kids. You know, they disappoint. They don't never give gifts that even exist. You're not gonna get your children barely get anything that they would ever want from any of these programs that they push behind the wall. So we're gonna push them out. We're gonna get them out of here. Pen pals, of course. Pen pals. Everybody in there, they want to be. You know, they're going through things. They want to be able to get their point across. They want to be able to have some kind of communication with the outside world. So we have the pen pal program. Going to run the platform live, weekly. If they want to be involved, they send a picture, brief description, you know, talk about their talents, what they have to offer. The brothers behind the wall still have things to offer. They do wonderful art, write poems, they write songs. Listen, if you got hooks, you got books, anything that you're working on, comedy, you're trying to get it out, you're trying to get it into the right hands. Here's your platform. Get your work out there. Like I said, the end goal is to touch base in every prison possible. Step one, male and female. What else? Let's say if you're in there, you need materials. You need materials to be able to you know, continue, because you got to understand all the holidays is really big. You have people in there. They making crafts. They making cards. They need material. They need markers. They need crayons. They need color pencils. The outlets that they have to get them from are either overcharged or the quality. So now you have an outlet where, listen, you have a hub. It's a hub. You have a central network, behind the wall campaign. You're pushing for support. Okay, you have case managers. You have case management support. So therefore, when you know that it's your time to get reclassified, when it's your time to get ready to go to decrease your security level, or you eligible for pre-release, or you eligible for electric monitoring, or you have case management support. You have a support team that's going to stay on top of the case management inside of these prisons. Direct contact with the case management inside of these prisons to make sure that they're doing their job that they're supposed to do. Why? Because we know that because of the overcrowdedness and things of that nature, they feel that they're supposed to slow down and slack up on their paperwork. So you have case management support. You have pre-release prep. Pre-release prep, that's being that you have somebody that's on the outside, a team of individuals on the outside with your best interests at heart. So when you get out, they have something substantial set up for you to avoid the recidivism rate. Pardon my pronunciation, but we all know what I'm talking about. The the revolving door syndrome, the back again. Yeah, we can stop. We can, paperwork assistance. Paperwork assistance. A lot of our brothers and sisters, they are in there. They cannot read, and if they do know how to read, they read. It's really minimum. They can't write. It's been times where I had to write letters. I had to write letters for individuals. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was the type. I was charged to get you. I would have to charge you. Give me a couple soups, a noodle, a box of Debbie, something. I need something. I'm gonna write this letter for you. Whatever you tell. And I mean, I used to. So it was basically like, they girl was my girl, cause I would finesse the letter, and then they would just throw something on, and then. So I was in there finessing brothers' wives, brothers' babies' moms, with the penmanship, because why? Because they didn't, they didn't know. Some of them would write the letter and it would be chicken scratch, and then I would have to go and remix it. So these brothers would be able, but the case management and the system is exploiting all of this. So they don't have no assistance. Now they will. Case by case basis. You have hygiene assistants. They want to charge you $15, $12 as soon as you come in to the institution. For what? You paying $15 for a piece of chip of soap, some Bob Barker toothpaste that I mean, I wouldn't even brush a goat tooth with that toothpaste. I wouldn't even brush a goat tooth. They give you some experimental deodorant that as soon as you use it, they have your underarms looking like lizard skin. I mean, it's just, you have hygiene assistance. You have proper hygiene. You get some right menon, some speed stick. You get some cocoa butter lotion. You get some real good shampoo. Something. You understand what I'm saying? Have disciplinary appeal assistance when they trumped up them charges on you. We can't do it all, but at least we can offer you assistance. Offer you assistance along the way. Behind the Wall campaign is phase 1. You got the brothers in there. They live in harsh conditions. Why? Because you got the tough guys, then you got the tough COs. They all in the same game. They all in the same game. But with the Behind the Wall network, you will have access where you can contact us and say, look, I got to get out of this jail, man. I got to get out of this jail. My life is in danger. I done got myself crossed up. I done came here. This is my first time. I didn't know anything about this jail. I got myself associated with a group of guys that I maybe shouldn't have got myself associated with. So now you got a chance where by phone, email, however you get in contact with Behind the Wall, we can make preparations to get you transferred out of that facility through direct interaction with the administration at the facility that you in. What we need first, we need for the people on the outside to send the message inside, so then that way we can gain ground. You know? I'm really want everybody to be on the ball with this, to understand. Pushing Central Network. Remember, even if you out here, I always said it, if you running around and you got that suspended sentence over your head, that lengthy, when they gave you that 20 years and they say suspend all but 2, and then you went up and did that 18 months, and now you running around like life's a game. I want you to understand, don't Listen closely. The next time you get into any kind of trouble, the next time you receive a guilty plea of any kind, that judge who gave you that suspended sentence, which if you do the math, if he said 20 years, suspend all but two, that means you have 18 years. 18 years over your head. If you do anything that you would do out of the way, that judge is going to bring you back in there and he's going to give you every bit of those 18 years. And then what are you going to do? Why not be a part of the Behind the Wall campaign now? Why you on the streets and help somebody that's in there now? That way, that could be that might be your savior, brother. That might be your savior, sister. That might be the one thing that save you from ever worrying about ever seeing that judge that gave you that suspended sentence ever in life again. Because you're too occupied. You're too occupied. Idle time is the devil's playground. When you have idle time, when you don't have nothing that you got to do and you're just sitting around just thinking, them thoughts is what hurts you. Get yourself involved in something. You know, I would have to essay contest. I guess I would have to say grand prize $500. $500 so your moms and all your dads out there can get your pencil and paper out and start writing me some chicken scratch talking about this my I'm a fourth grader from South Central Elementary. That's what they gotta be. It gotta be 5,000 and have Drake name face on it. Essay contest and then all y'all fuck ass, fake ass, like then y'all wanna come out the woodworks. Fuck all that. Y'all niggas is scared. Y'all niggas is scared. Y'all ain't about no smoke. Factz Media Global, we mixing it up this Monday. We mixing it up this Monday. I'm nah. You know what? I'm going all the way in. I'm going all the way in. The difference between a fast and a slow death. The difference between a fast and a slow death. What's the difference? What's the difference? Regardless, you still killing me. You killing me. That niggas is killing me, man. Let's get it in. What's the difference? What's the difference? Let's look at our leaders. Let's look at our past leaders. Huh? Let's look at our past and fast deaths. All our leaders, man. What happened? Man, they get them fast, boy. It was fast death. Mandela. What happened? He a mix. He was like fast and slow. He just did it all like Garvey, Martin Luther King, Malcolm. Man, we killed them so fast. It make your head spin. Y'all remember that? We killed them so fast. Real fast. So it ain't no mystery to what took place. You know? Ain't nobody killed them, but we did. We the ones that did it. Who you pointing at? You pointing at what Bush? What? We did that. Every last one of our leaders, we led to their demise. We allowed it to happen. Come on, man. Nobody trying to hear that. Factz Media Global, we brought we laid this platform down. Listen, understand. Yeah, check it out. Check it out, but don't try to dissect it and try to break it down and bring it in. The only thing I wanted to do is ignite the fire, ignite the spark that I know that just got a little down. And these so-called YouTubers and these so-called pastors and these preachers and these financial gurus and all of these fakers on here want to talk about and pat themselves on the back all day, every day. Want to just take all of their time to rent space in their head dealing with beef with a fellow YouTuber, a fellow, because it could be, it's going on in the streets, it's going on everywhere. Everywhere you look at it, we gotta just destroy everything and tear it down. That's all we do. Tell me, how can you be a trailblazer to a group of individuals that's just used to being led? You used to being led. You ain't never been off the leash. You ain't never been off the chain. You ain't off the chain. You on the leash tied up to the tree right next to the dog house. There's no way you could be a trailblazer to a group of individuals that's always they're not gonna blaze the trail with you. When you blaze the trail, you have to understand, when you blaze the trail, everything's new. Everything's new. That's why they said blaze the trail. If the trail was already blazed, you wouldn't be doing anything. You wouldn't be doing anything. So that's what you choose to do. You choose to sit on sidelines, wait for the trail to be blazed, and then wait for somebody to come and lead you the way. When you associate yourself with true trailblazers, you take a whole different cut of cloth. It take a whole different cut of cloth. You ain't gonna find it in Walmart. You ain't gonna find it in Walmart over there by the sewing section. You're not gonna find it in Joanne Fabric. You're not gonna find it in Michael's. You're not gonna find it in Hobby Lobby. You ain't gonna find none of that fabric in none of them places. It's that good hemp. That good hemp cloth. What's the difference? Tell you what the difference is. The leaders I just talked about, we wipe them out fast. All the leaders that come behind, we killing them slow. So we switched it up. Now we choose to kill each other slow. Okay, you say, what are you talking about? All right, let's look at Obama. Let's see how we slow walked him. We slow walked Obama to the fact that we had 8 years. 8 years is what we had to carry on a legacy. A legacy, be it as it may, you can say whatever you want to say. But what took place when Obama became president was something that never took place. Do you hear me? It never took place, so therefore that was a defining moment in history. That we had 8 years to latch on to, like we latch on to anything that's about to drop, like we latch on to the belts, we latch on to the shoes. We had 8 years to latch on, and what did we do? What candidate did we work on to follow in the brother's footsteps? What did we put together? We had 8 years, mind you, 8 years. You know what happened? We died a slow death, people. We died a slow death. We killed that slow. We killed that a slow 8 years, 2 terms. We killed it. We're dead. Who we got now? The Rocket. We got the Rocket over here. We got the blonde bomber. Who's the Rocket? Who's the blonde bomber? We know who's the blonde bomber. The Rocket. He's shooting rockets at will. Kim Jong. Anytime he's ready, he gone. Now let's fine tune. Let's fine tune. Here it is. Okay. Republican Jewish group calls for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Republican Jewish group calls for 7 Democrats in the Senate to step down due to ties with the brother Farrakhan. We gonna get deep, people. I don't care if the midday mix-up run all the way to Live at 5. We gonna get in. Republic. Did anybody see the story? 7 black Democrats. We got Keith Ellison, Minneapolis, or it's Minnesota. Barbara Lee, Democrat, California. Maxine Waters. Well, we all know, we all familiar with Maxine. She claims her time. She claims her time. Democrat, California. We got Danny Davis, Illinois. Andre Carson, Indiana. Gregory Meek. Free Meek. But we got Gregory Meek, New York. And Al Green in Texas. I had to double check and make sure this wasn't my man. Now, the Jewish group, they say these individuals, they need to step down because they got ties to Farrakhan. And Farrakhan made some statements. And yeah, they need to pack up. Okay. No, we did. What we do to brother Farrakhan? What we doing? When brother Farrakhan said, let's start and run business, he said, yeah, this is what we need to do. We need to start, we need to run business, we need to start working on, okay. Just to put it out there, okay, we did that. We did that. Brothers was, still is right now. We working through the nonsense, but we did that. Okay, well, guess what? no matter what business we chose to go in, we had to hate our own people. Our own people. People who look just like me. No matter what kind of business you wanted to go in. I already talked about this. You wanted to go in the merchandise business. You want to open up a little shop. You wanted to sell your little clothes. You got the people, they want to come in there. They want to pop the tags off. They want to run up out of there with your stuff. Who? People look just like you. You try to open up a business. You want to sell some cold cuts, do some ribs on the grill, sling some rib tips, some fresh cut French fries, right? Somebody want to come in there, talking about their stomach hurt. They got fibromyalgia with a little case of SARS, and they going to call a lawyer. So if you went that route, what happened? A person or persons that look just like you killed you slow. You died slow. They killed you a slow death. Let's move on. The brother Farrakhan said he needed 1,000. Yeah, 1,000. Let's say if he needed 10,000, a million. He needed. Don't quote me as a fact. I'm gonna say 1,000 strong men. We know it was a number. He said, let's go. We need these men stand up, be a role model in the community. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. This is what we need. What happened with that? What happened with that movement? I don't know. Gained a little momentum. Ran out of gas. Slowed down. For instance, you want to talk about me. Okay, yeah. Must be some. I already explained it. As far as how I move, why I move. You know, post-traumatic stress. The fact that all of our leaders before, and as you can see, like right now, presently, our own people are killing them slow. But you choose to still say something as far as, oh, you gotta come. I hear it. Trust me. Can't hide your face forever. This, that, and the third. But when I ask you the question of who is the person who got you in the situation that you currently in right now, you can't tell me. You can't pinpoint them. You can't point a finger. But you know that they exist. You want to talk about me and you tune into WWE. You've been tuning into WWE since it was WWF. So I see your loyalty. You know, I see your loyalty. I see who you with. You okay with the real characters. I decided to move how I move because of the facts that I just mentioned. Because of the facts that I just mentioned, the facts. You move how you move because you have no intentions on making any moves. You shook. I'm on my square firm. I'm so firm. It's like I look. If you was to look at me posted on my square, it would look like I'm a plant because my feet would be planted like they got roots connected to them. That's how I'm on my square. And trust me, if I'm exposed, so you say, gonna expose me physically, whatever, you gotta understand. You will never be able to expose me mentally. You will never be able to like you will never to be able to hold the power to prevent change. If so you say you worry so bad, well, who is this guy? You look just like me. You gonna go out your way to figure out who is this guy? I wanna know who is this guy. And you accomplish your goal, trust and believe. Another will come after me. Somebody will come right after me. The message will remain firm. I will continue to bring the unfiltered facts on a global scale and cover the story focused on the facts, not main and lamestream media. We challenge the narrative, push the agenda, and uncover the design. Factz Media Global. This is not the story you are used to, but it's definitely what you need to hear. It's the midday mix-up. I'm letting you know the difference between a fast and a slow death. Have you came up with an answer on what the difference is yet? Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's no difference. It's no difference. Because you're killing me. You're killing me. I told you I'm in the trenches. Deep in the trenches. Sitting at a table. And the table got 52 chairs. 52 chairs. And all the chairs are empty. And each one of those chairs represent a different state in the United States of America that we call home. Would you like to take a seat? Do you have what it takes to sit in one of these seats? Because trust and believe, you have to have something special. These seats is just not just regular. When you sit down in one of these seats, it comes with a whole lot of responsibility. Understand the state that we're in. When you take one of these seats, it comes with a whole lot of responsibility. It's going to come with a whole lot of, hi, how are you? What is your name? My name is. Tell me a little bit about yourself. How long you been in the neighborhood? How long you been in the community? It's going to take a little bit of humility. It's going to take a little bit of changing up, switching up. Not what's going on right now. Everybody nose up in the air. Everybody straight to the drama. Nobody straight to the facts. It's going to take some switching up. It's going to take some mental readjusting. It's going to take a whole lot of being mindful. Because once we start being mindful, listen, understand, once we start being mindful of our actions on a daily basis, think about that. Think about just a community, environment where everybody's mindful. Everybody is going to, when they move, they're going to be mindful of the steps that they're taking. They're not going to be moving on impulse. But just imagine. Just imagine. There wouldn't be no problems. Everybody would just be bliss. It'd be just like bliss. Man, I don't know how that word popped up in my head. That's just like take you to just blissful. Oh my God. It's just like mm, mm, mm. When I close my eyes, I see it's like a big tidal wave, like a tsunami. I'm gonna be honest with you, people. I'm gonna be honest. You can even accept it or reject it. I mean, I'm gonna be here. Factz Media Global, daily, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m., 5 p.m., 11 p.m. I'm gonna be here. But listen, listen. When I close my eye, I see the wave is coming in, right? It's coming in. The wave is like building up, and we're on the shore, and we got the opportunity to, because we see this, we see, I'm putting it in my perspective. So of course I'm seeing this tsunami type wave is coming into the shore, and I'm standing on the shore with everybody that looks just like me, and I it's instead of everybody moving on a collective to get to safety and devise a plan, because we see the tsunami coming in, it's no communication, there's no order, so everybody is just on the shore fighting, pulling, scratching, shoving, knocking down, and nobody can't get nowhere. So everybody is just running around in circles, basically. Whereas if everybody was to just stop, look, understand that the storm is coming, you're looking at it, and listen, get on the same page, and move as a unit and as a network, everybody will be able to reach safety and then be able to devise a plan for after the storm comes through. Or maybe the storm, the tide might settle, who knows, but everybody was actually safe. Since they reach safety, that's one. They all together, that's two. And then everybody will be able to devise a plan for the next step. Phase 2. That's the best analogy I can give you. It's facts. I'm not going nowhere. If I feel uncomfortable to the fact that somebody is moving it with the intent to destroy me and my movement and possibly put me and my family in danger, because listen, them other guys, they scared. Them other guys, they not what they laying down is not gonna, they're not in no kind of danger. They in the safety net. This here, this is something different. This is something different. You know, it's not being placed in a box. It's not categorizing any race. You know, Factz Media Global, everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. You know, white, black, yellow, green, orange. It's all about what you stand for. 'Cause I ain't going nowhere. Factz Media Global is here. It's a movement. Go back into the videos. Only gonna get better day by day. And that's the problem. That's the problem. You know, it's always an adjustment when somebody look like you, see you doing what they was been talking about doing, staying consistent, staying on time, staying loyal to oneself. I will not be moved. I'm gonna play this, man, from this brother, man. It's, you know, it's an inspiring song. You know what I mean? And you break it down however you want to break it down. But you know what I mean? I broke it down how I want to break it down for myself. But at the end of the day, I won't be moved, and that's a fact.
Going back to the corner where I first saw you. Gonna camp in my sleeping bag. I'm not gonna move. I got some words on cardboard and a picture in my hand saying, if you see this girl, can you tell her where I am? Some try to hand me money, they don't understand. I'm not broke, I'm just a broken-hearted man. Some say it makes no sense, what else can I do? How will I move on when I'm still in love with you? So if one day you wake up and find you're missing me, and your heart starts to wonder where on earth I could be, thinking maybe you'll come back to the place that we meet, and see me waiting for you on the corner of the street, 'cause I'm not moving. Hey, I'm not moving. Hey, look, hey. Policemen say, son, you can't stay here. Said, someone I'm waiting for. If it takes a day, a month, a year, gonna stand my ground. Rain, sleet, or snow. 'Cause if she changes her mind, this is the first place she will go. And one day you wake up and find you're missing me, and your heart starts to wonder where on earth I could be, thinking maybe you come back to the place that we meet, and see me waiting for you on the corner of the street. I'm not moving.
Factz Media. One day, we're gonna wake up. zblackcard.com. Check out the ticker. Card holders to date, 1,436. It's a movement, people. Don't forget, go check it out. Factz Media Global. zblackcard.com. The African land acquisition. established 2018. You already know what it is. How do you begin to lead in any kind of industry when you cannot run tests? You see the rocket, he run a test all the time. Whenever he's ready, he's shooting a rocket. So let's make it happen. I appreciate everybody stopping through. Factz Media Global. It's been a midday mix up. I broke it down for you. The difference between a fast and a slow death. Please share, like, subscribe. It's no difference. Why? Because you killing me, man. You killing me. Factz Media Global is the midday mix up. Appreciate the love. Now get out that bathroom, get back to work. Can't be chilling with the KOC while you at work. Live with the FMG. Stop that. I keep telling y'all ladies. Supposed to have been back from the bathroom. One.